Welcome, friends. I'm always excited when I have the opportunity to meet with you like this and have our usual interaction. Today, we are going to discuss certain realities that we need to embrace. There are certain realities in life that we have to, manage them, accept them, or do all that we can to improve the situation. The first thing that is a reality of life that we want to talk about is the fact that when you bring children into this world, the children should be nurtured in such a way that they can become better persons than you. You don't need to compete with your children in any way. And it will be, to your advantage, or it will be good that your children can grow to become richer, to become more useful to humanity, to become more resourceful. So it's a fact of life that we need to, embrace and then do all that we can to help our children, grow to become better people. Also, don't expect that every counsel that you give to your children, they will take all. They will take some, the rest, they will definitely, settle on their own decision, and they will be responsible for those decisions. It will come to a time that for some of them, when they go and they hit the end, they may come for you for further explanation or further counsel, but others they will not come. I also want to encourage, especially parents in Africa and Africans in diaspora, because of our culture. Sometimes people think that you can plan using your children as properties that you can reap from. For example, somebody may assume that, oh, I have 5 children, so maybe when I retire and at the end of every month, if Kojo brings this, Anita brings that, and I'll be able to. No, we cannot, do that. They may help us or support us in various ways, but we must save towards our own retirement so that at least we will, lessen the burden on our children. The children will help us, definitely, but you have to, do your own planning. And when you become a grandfather who has at least what you are able to use to cater for yourself, you are even respected, among your children, or you have respect before your own children. And for that reason, another factor too is that we must know when to stop giving birth. If you don't stop giving birth early and you continue giving birth, some people as old as 65, 70, they continue giving birth. It means you are leaving uncompleted assignment for your children. And I believe that's one of the causes of poverty in Africa, where people die leaving little kids, and it means that it's their brothers, older brothers, and then the sisters that have to take care of them. By the time you finish taking care of them before you start your own family, it becomes very, very difficult. So please, you don't need to continue bringing forth. We know that, or acknowledge that certain unforeseen contingents like death or inability to bring forth, and certain things may make somebody not bring forth early. But I'm referring to those who were able to marry quite early. They were able to have kids, but continue having kids even in their old age. That one, it's a problem. And if you do that, leaving those uncompleted assignments for your children, it delays their progress. As we say in our language, I mean, it will put people in difficulty. And if you're not careful, those little ones that you have to take care of them before you take care of your own, it becomes a source of quarrel in marriages, all because when your old man was alive, he continued bringing forth anywhere, left and right. So we must know when to put a stop to that, so that we don't overburden our children. I'm not saying that we shouldn't support our younger ones. We must. But I think fathers especially need to be very responsible in that direction. One fact of life too is that lack of information, racism, and previous negative experiences of some families will definitely make some families detest their younger men and women marrying from a particular family or particular ethnic groups. Most of the time, they may have a history that is only the family that understand. But it will take, the two people involved or getting involved in that marriage to prove that it is workable. It is not easy. But if you want to go ahead, know that you have your family to contend with. But when it works too, definitely they would understand you after some time. And those who cannot handle the heat that may come from that external pressure may fall out. And one fact too we must also understand is that irrespective of your faith and beliefs, you may have to compromise or negotiate when it comes to marrying or contracting a new marriage, specifically with respect to payment of dowry. You can't say that I'm from this background and why should I go and play plenty cows for a dowry, or why should I go and give alcoholic drinks? No, you may be a Christian, you may be this, you may be that. The lady is there, you are going to marry her. If you are ready, you go by the tradition of the father, you go and ask the hand in marriage if you are not ready. So there may be some compromise of that when it comes to payment of dowry. Sometimes you can negotiate and it depends upon that negotiation, but you cannot go with your authority to do it the way you want. It's a fact of life. There's one simple fact of life that people usually overlook. It says, honor your mother and your father that you may live long. It is really, really, really true. If you don't do that, it's possible you may not live long. And people take this for granted. If you like, just look at people who disrespect their parents, who beat them, those who, do all sorts of things to their parents. Some don't even visit them when they are old, and they are just waiting for them to die so that they inherit their properties. If you do that to your parents, remember that you are also going to have your own children. Don't be surprised when they do it to you. Yes, some of them may not be easy to deal with, some of our parents, yet as much as it depends upon you, honor them. Honor them when they are young parents, honor them when they are old parents, honor them when they are even on their sick bed until God calls them. One fact of life is that if you're a young man and young woman who have started life, if you don't sacrifice your health, your strength, your money, everything to support your children when they are very young, if you don't sacrifice, you may spend multiples of that money paying for the troubles they bring home when they grow up. It is not easy taking your children to good schools, learning apprenticeship, doing that and that, but it's worth sacrificing so that they can have a good future. If you don't do that, they grow, then they start having troubles, then you have to go and hire a lawyer, you have to go to the police, you have to follow up. It doesn't mean that those children who are supported and go to higher education or achieve higher education level do not bring problem. But all I'm trying to say is that you better sacrifice to support them while they are young. Otherwise, they become burden to you. One last thing that I want to talk about is that no government can resolve your problems for you. All the government can do for you is to create an enabling environment for you to live your own life. So if you spend all your time complaining that this government has not done that, you are wasting your time. Get involved in the government. Get involved. Do all that you can as a citizen. Do your best. When things are not going on well, feel free to talk about it. But don't make it your mind that a government is going to lead your life for you, or your government is going to, make your life comfortable. Especially in Africa here, where we have leadership problems. We are hoping that one day it shall be well. So instead of sitting there and complaining, get involved and help change the situation. And take advantage of the environment that is created for you to lead your own life. These are some facts of life that I think we must embrace as Africans. They are realities that we need to embrace as Africans in diaspora and as everybody who lives on this planet Earth. My name is Ato Brentishan. This is Prime Testimony channel. I will encourage you to continue subscribing. Feel free to make comments and then like, and then recommend to other friends. Thank you. God bless you.